Welcome, listeners, to Embracing Power and Potential, your go-to podcast where we travel through the realms of personal growth, mindset mastery, and fear-conquering strategies to help achieve your greatest desires. I'm your host, Portia, and I'm thrilled to be your guide on this transformative experience. If you're ready to unleash your authentic power and elevate your life, you're in the right place. Join me and our special guests as we embark on conversations that will broaden your horizons and enrich your journey. So, sit back and immerse yourself in these unmatched discussions. It's time to expand your mind and your life. Hello everyone and Happy New Year! We are officially in 2025. Is that not just wild? Like, where did the last year just go? But anyway, I have a good feeling about this year. I don't know, I just feel like it's just going to be a good year for all of us. So I hope you guys feel the same way. But for this episode, I am sharing my 2025 ins and outs to hopefully inspire you, as some of you may resonate. And I'm in love with this trend. Even though it was around last year, I do think it is a good tool to take a look at what you do and what you don't want for your life and for your year. Energetically, the new year starts on March the 20th this year. So this is a perfect time to reevaluate and get rid of any negative energy or connections that you are still holding on to from 2024, and any old habits that you may want to squash to make a start on the routines and embody your desired self. So let's get straight into it. My ins for 2025. The first up is meditation. So I have been pretty consistent with my meditations from the end of last year. And I do mix it up with visualizations and sitting in the feeling of gratitude for things that I have or things that I want to manifest. But I do want to get more into breath work this year. I personally like starting my morning with a meditation as there is so many benefits. But a few nights a week, I will go and do a sleep gratitude meditation as well, just to maintain a high vibration for the following morning. But yeah, if you want to start looking into meditations, there's so many different options. So, find what works for you. You can even go on YouTube or Spotify, and there is hundreds, if not thousands, of different meditations that you can find. And yeah, just start practicing. Number 2 is working with crystals this year. So I have always collected crystals, but I've never really used them other than just recharging them under the full moon. So I am eager to start working with the energies of different crystals more this year through meditation as well and journaling. I still have to do some research on how I can use them and work with different crystals, but I am quite excited about that. I do use citrine, which is my favorite crystal at the moment, in the mornings when I am meditating about just my financial goals, as this crystal works with the energy of money and abundance. This leads me to my number 3 in is luxurious dinners. And this can be with friends and romantic partners, or even just with myself. I'm setting my standards high and elevating my life this year, so I will be doing such things to embody this up level. To me, this is luxurious dinners, getting dressed up and feeling good and eating some good quality food. Because really, in my eyes, there is nothing better than good food and good company, which can also include just yourself. And if that is the company that you find best, well, you must be in a healthy place in your life. So that is something to actually applaud. Number 4 is friend sleepovers, because your 20s are for fun, or really whatever age you are. And sleepovers are in this year. Girls sleepovers with your besties where you eat snacks, make nice dinners, drink wine, and manifest in cute pajamas. Like, come on, is that not a vibe? And why did we stop sleepovers? It is so important to keep that close relationship with your girlfriends, even if we are getting older. I'm telling you, that inner child in you will be thanking you. Doing some cute activities like painting candles or wine glasses, deep talks about future goals, funny movies, and all that good stuff. I am so here for it. Number 5 brings me to celery and lemon juice. So in the mornings on an empty stomach before your breakfast, because it has so many benefits and it actually does taste nice with a little lemon kick. It improves gut health, clears your skin, reduces inflammation by restoring hyaluronic acid, and helps us to digest things faster throughout the day, especially protein. So I think this is actually a really good benefit, especially for me personally, as I want to kickstart my year with a healthy, high protein diet to go with my workout routines. So number 6 is authentic connections, and they are so in for 2025. Literally nothing less, and I am standing on that. They say that you are the 5th person of the 4 people that you surround yourself with most. So I am determined to surround myself with people who are in positions that I aspire to be in. Networking and making friends with people who are into self-development and believe that anything that you put your mind to is possible. I want connections that make me feel good and safe, where I can really just be myself, my true, authentic self. By the way, DM me if you do resonate with my work. I'd love to connect with like-minded people, or even have you on the potty for a chat, because we all have a unique voice that needs to be shared, and I'm sure my audience would love to hear from you guys. This brings me to number 7, and this is experimenting in dating. So this is where it gets a little spicy. I have decided that my 20s are for absolute fun, and I'm not expecting to get tied down, although we never know what the future holds. I'm going to be exploring, going on dates with different people if the opportunity arises, and just having some exciting experiences where I can radiate my confidence by stepping into my feminine energy and not getting attached to any outcomes. In saying that, I do expect princess treatment, and I am going to be picky because I am keeping my standards high with who I let have access to my time and energy. Number 8, opening to receive money. And I mean more than I have ever had before, and being comfortable with talking about it. 2025 is the year when money is looked at positively and is there to support our happiness. I have surrendered to the house to a few goals and projects that I have in the works, and letting the universe take its course, and having full faith and trust in the process. I also am learning and investing every day, and there is literally unlimited money in the universe. You just have to be open to the opportunities to receive. I am going to do a whole episode on the energetics of money in the coming weeks, where we will dive deeper into this, because it is probably one of my favorite topics to talk about. But I'll move on to number 9, which is traveling. And this is so in for me this year. I want to experience so many different places and foods, but Bali is definitely on that list, as I still haven't even been there. I'm also planning a few little getaways around Australia, or even just South Australia, where I am from, to get the feel of traveling and embodying the lifestyle that I aspire to have in coming years. I am planning a 6-week trip to Europe this year with my best friend Brie, so I am so excited about this as well. We have agreed on a minimum limit that we have to save before we go. So if you do have any recommendations or places where to go and stay, please message me on Instagram or through the community Facebook page, as I'm open to all recommendations. And number 10 Beach walks are a must, even in the winter. I will never be taking the beach for granted again, especially being back in my hometown and I only live 2 minutes away. When I moved to Melbourne, I did not realize how much the beach actually meant to me, not being able to just walk there every day. And for some reason, they don't really swim too much in the beaches. It's more like man-made beaches there. So, yes, I'll just be going for my beach walks, swimming in the water, and never taking that for granted again. And number 11, my final in for the year is rain runs. And this is something a bit different that I actually haven't done before, but I am so excited for this. I haven't really ran properly in a long time, if I'm being honest. So I thought to just do rain runs at least once a week in the winter. I feel like this will just be so liberating. Now my outs. I have 10 outs that I will be eliminating from my life this year. And the first is toxic people and relationships. I will block and delete so fast, but with grace this year, if I feel that the connection is not for my higher good. Whether this is a friend, family, or romantic connection, they are gone in 2025. You can always love someone, but from a distance, and that is a big one for me this year. Number 2 is yelling and arguing back. This one is a little personal to me, even though it is now once in a blue moon that this does happen. Since just being back in my hometown with energy around me that I guess can feel a little chaotic sometimes, I am just keeping myself in check and standing on this. So I am not wasting my energy on anything that just isn't worth it. This brings me to number 3, which is playing small to fit in. And this is a big one again, especially since moving back to my hometown from being away from everyone and not having any external influence. I feel like I am surrounded by a lot of small-minded people back at home, or better said, people that just don't believe in themselves. So sometimes to fit in, I do feel like I would have to relate with them in some way, and that would mean for me to disregard all that inner work that I did in Melbourne. So I am honouring my self-worth and hopefully inspiring the people around me to do the same and go for the life that they really want. Number 4 is fear of being judged, especially on social media. This is a personal one, but I'm sure many can relate. For me, starting my personal brand and promoting my podcast through social media means I have to be confident and authentic without looking back. I've learned to master the mindset of who gives an F for what other people think. You will never get anywhere in life if you are so worried about what other people think, especially people who don't inspire you. So fear of being judged is out this year. Number 5, missing out on experiences to save money. Because you know what? I'm in my 20s and I am here for a good time. And yes, I do have goals and I want to buy a house and invest my money, but also I'm not going to be so serious about responsibilities that I just won't even enjoy the time that I have right now to live. If something feels good to me, like going to an event or a holiday, I will do it this year. Usually it's like, yeah, I wish I could have, but I've got to save for this thing or do this. Nope, none of that this year. I am simply deciding that this year I get to have it all. I won't do things because other people want me to or if I feel obligated, but if something genuinely feels good to me and will light my soul up, why miss out? The money always comes back. Number 6 is scrolling, and this is a big one for me as well this year. Mindless scrolling is out. This has been a challenge for me, especially just the past 6 months. Although I am always reading something and learning, I do catch myself looking at celebrity drama and just things that honestly are a waste of time. I want to be really conscious of how I spend my time and what I consume through the media. Now, number 7, negative self-talk, which has always been out for me, but it is always a nice reminder, and maybe some of you need to hear this. No more talking bad about ourselves. Fill yourself up with love and I can statements. Believe that you can do anything and that you are worthy of what you want, and you will get those things. Just being consistent with my inner work that I started the last couple of years, and a lot of mirror work and affirmations will be included in that practice. And I have actually mentioned some practices in one of my other episodes, so I will link that in the show notes if you just need some tips and tricks about some self-love. Next is number 8, which is people pleasing. And unfortunately, this is the first year that it's actually about putting myself first. Better late than never, right? So no more people pleasing and doing things because I feel obligated to, or anything that just does not feel good to me, I simply won't do. Even if that does cost a friendship or a relationship, this year is about putting my needs and my joy and goals first. And I hope that you guys are doing the same, because that is probably my most important point in this whole episode. Number 9, financial anxiety is out the window with the rest of the junk from 2023 and 24. This year is about building a healthy relationship with money, loving money and trusting that it is always there for you to support your happiness. Most people are on a money journey, so this year I hope conversations about money feel comfortable and happen more often. And as a collective, we can use money for good. I actually have a book recommendation, and it's an absolute game changer. You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. I highly, highly recommend this to anyone who is trying to change their subconscious beliefs around money and build wealth and want to be able to hold it as well, which is the key. And lastly, number 10, kicking self-doubt when it comes to career to the curb, because I know that I definitely suffer from imposter syndrome and I work on it every single day. I think this is similar to my number 4, which is the fear of being judged, but also becoming aware of any limiting beliefs and working through them. Your biggest supporter is you. So how can we expect anyone else to believe in our dreams if we don't? So for me, this is a reminder to keep consistent, because anything that we put our minds to is possible, and we deserve to live the lives that we truly desire and make money by doing things that we love. So keep consistent on the inner work and take up the opportunities that are around us. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's the only way to grow and evolve. So that's it for my ins and outs for 2025. And this could be a little exercise that you maybe want to do yourself. And you can just write them down on a piece of paper or in your journal, or even on the notes on your phone, whatever feels good to you. But I'm going to leave the episode there. I hope you have the best 2025, and it is filled with love, happiness, joy, prosperity, and all the good things that make your spark light up. Love you so much. Hope you have the best year. Speak to you soon. Bye.